Hello there, welcome everybody. It's Diorama Don here. This is just an idea I had of making a watchtower very simply and easy, and of course, as always, cheaply. I just used 3 pieces of cardboard, that's all. We'll get into the video. I'll show you how I went about making it. In the meantime, please subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell, click the like button. So let's get into the video and I'll show you how I made it. So we're going to make a guard tower, and this is the easiest way that I know how. Okay, let's make a start. We need a piece of card, just very thin card. Doesn't need to be like 2mm or anything like that. Just a Christmas card or birthday card kind of thickness. I've made this 7 inches high, which is 18 centimeters, and I've made it 4 inches along the bottom, which is 10 centimeters, and 3 inches along the top, which is almost 8 centimeters. So whatever size, how high or whatever shape, you could make it vertical all the way up. Doesn't need to be in that shape, but anyway, that's what I've chosen to be the shape of the guard tower. So what we need now is a larger piece of 2mm card, and it will have to be 16 inches by 9 inches to get everything on. So if you just lay the card on one part and draw a line there, and then put the card up against the next line, draw a line there, and so on until you've got those 4 sections, and it will be this slight curved shape. Because what we're going to do is score down these 3 lines, and then it will bend around and make the 4 sides of the guard tower. But what we need is to make the shape. So what I've done is mark out, in my case, obviously you can decide yourself what size, 1/4 of an inch. So 1/4 of an inch down each side, and then I've made these cross members. I drew in where I want my cross members to be, and then measured 1/8 of an inch either side. So just a very simple double cross member like that. Now I can cut this shape out, that out as well, cut this shape out, that and that shape, and then when I put the card back on, I can I can measure, or I can mark, that's the word, I can mark out on my 2mm card what I've just cut out on the thin card. And because I've got 4 to do, it's going to be dead easy. So all I've got to do is move it over, mark those out, and so on until all 4 are done. So when they're cut out, then I'll score along these lines, and voila, we'll have half of it done already. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that and come back and show you. Okay, so I put my template on all 4 sections, marked out the cross members, cut them all out, and then just fold it around like so. And we've got the base then of our guard tower already done. I would, if you are going to do this, it is better to score these lines first and bend the card round before you cut this out, so that when they are cut, these bend quite easily, because they're quite thin at that point. So anyway, I'll glue down this side, and then put well, it'll be the base of the top part where the guy stands, the actual guard tower itself, and I'll make it slightly bigger than the size of the top of the tower there. So yeah, okay, I'll glue this up, come back, and we'll do a bit more. So I finished the base off. I glued down the one seam that need to be glued, and then put a top on just slightly bigger than the top of the base there. So what we need now going up is where the guy is going to stand, and I've worked out the height, 2¼ inches, I think, something like that. If you put a 1/35 scale model person, you'll see what sizes you'll need. And I've made each side the width of the top of the the width of the top of the base, so that it will sit on there like that, slightly inside there. And again, just scored 3 times to make the square. But first I'll cut out the windows, if you like, the lookout windows, and then stick that on there, and the door there, of course, for them to get in. So that will go on there. And the top, that's the top. So we need that dimension, where are we? That dimension plus ½ inch. That ½ inch is going to define what the angle of the roof is going to be, if you see what I mean. So that dimension will be the same as the top there, maybe slightly bigger, because it wants to overhang just a little bit, like that, plus ½ inch. So just diagonal lines, and then ½ inch bigger either side. So, and then a square, just a small square in the middle, because we're going to cut that triangle out there. If we cut it from the middle, all it's going to do is fall into four pieces, which is not what we want. So cut that piece out there, and that piece out there, and then when you fold the 4 corners down, these two edges will glue together. Okay, and then we've got the right size then for it to sit on here, and we'll have the right angle then for the roof. If I cut these out, well, if I finish the whole thing anyway, then you'll see exactly what I mean. But that's basically the workings out that you need. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that. Cut all my windows out, glue it all up, and we'll see what it looks like then. So I finished it off, put my roof on, just cut out that square that I showed you, cut out those triangles, and glued the 4 remaining sides together. And that's it. That's all it was. It's 3 pieces of cardboard, that's all. A piece for the base, a little bit in the middle, and that square, 4-inch square or so, for the top. So very, very easy to make. And once you've got your template that you marked out these 4, it would be very easy, if you're making a bigger diorama, to make a few of these, a line of 3 or 4, or maybe 4 on each corner of a diorama of some kind. Anyway, leave it up to you. But it's just a very quick and easy way of making a guard tower. A couple of videos ago I made the fuel tank, and I made a ladder leading up to the gantry there. Just 2 cocktail sticks, and the rungs are toothpicks, parts of toothpicks. So you could very easily make a ladder leading up to the guard tower there. It needs to be a bit longer, but I'm not going to make another one. I did explain how I made my ladders in this video, so if you're interested, have a look. Okay, so I'll leave it with you. Thank you very much for watching this video. please subscribe to the channel. It is of no consequence to you, no charge, no email sent to you, no nothing. So please subscribe, click the notification bell, which is most important, then you will be informed when new videos come along. So again, leave it with you. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Come up with something else. And until then, as always, I wish you the very best of happy modelling.